How can I prevent ask.com toolbar from being installed every time Java is updated? As many are painfully aware of, Oracle continues to not only bundle the Java installation with the useless internet browser toolbar from ask.com, but also enable its installation by default. In addition to the toolbar, Ask also replaces your favorite search engine in your browser with Ask. Furthermore, the Java installation goes as far as to actually recommend installing this useless junk, meaning that any non-IT-savvy person is more than likely to leave it checked and install it. After all, it was enabled by default and the friendly Java installer did recommend it, right? To add insult to injury, even if you remove the Ask toolbar, you can be sure to see it again soon, when the next Java update hits you, which seem to happen quite often lately, due to loads of security fixes for Java, but that's another story. I'll duly remove the checkmark to install Ask toolbar whenever I update Java, but when supporting my family and friends, it's obvious they don't. How can I prevent the pesky ask.com toolbar from being installed in the first place?
Update the 21st of February 2016. It seems that the old registry key below is not used anymore to disable sponsors. Since Java 7U65 and 8U11, 8U40 on Mac OS X, there is a supported way to disable sponsor offers directly through the Java Control Panel. In Windows, Control Panel Java Advanced Miscellaneous, scroll to bottom, suppress sponsor offers when installing or updating Java. Since 7U55, 8U40 on Mac OS X, you can also disable sponsor offers through the command line running a Java installer with a special argument. JRE 7U55 Windows i586 if.x sponsors equals 0. For those of you that still need to disable sponsors in a programmatic way, it seems that now it's enough to add the following line to C:\. Please note that this last method is undocumented and unsupported, just like the old one. Update the 21st of February 2016. The following one is the old method to disable sponsors. It only works for Java versions below 7U65. For newer Java versions, see above. Digging a bit into the problem myself, I've found that there's a hidden switch to disable sponsor offers in the auto-update installer. Open the following keys into the Windows registry editor, regedit.x. key_local_machine_var. key_local_machine_var. And create in both of them a new string value, type reg_sed, name sponsors of value disable. Both name and value must be uppercase. Alternatively, copy and paste the following code into a text file called disable_java_sponsors.reg and double-click on it to import these values in your registry. Please note that this switch not only disables the ask.com toolbar installation and prompt, but disables all of the sponsors potentially bundled with the auto-update setup /online setup, Google Toolbar, Yahoo Toolbar, McAfee something, etc. Another way, without having to download and rename or create a new .reg file, is to copy and paste the following two lines into an elevated CMD prompt.
Edit February 2, 2014, with Javier 7U51. Ask toolbar now installs into a subfolder named as Partner Network instead of ask.com. One could have suspicions about what the point of that is. Meanwhile, at Danilo Roashu's registry values are still obeyed and works just as well as before. This just highlights that the simple registry fix is still the simplest and best solution. In case the Java installer changes, so that this registry value is ignored, the following script can still be used as a workaround. Just make sure the Ask Toolbar path is updated. The simplest way to prevent Ask Toolbar from being installed again I could think of, was to create the folder Ask Toolbar installs into and modify the permissions, so no one can write to it. First, make sure that the Ask Toolbar has been removed. Then copy the following code to Notepad, save it as a CMD file and run it in an elevated command prompt. Please note, Icicles is included in Windows Vista and later. You can download Icicles for Windows XP/Server 2003 through Microsoft KB 919240, or an updated version through KB 943043, but the latter must first be requested, after which you will receive a link by email to download it. For this purpose, both versions should work equally well. I have verified with the installer for Java 1.7 Update 13 that the Ask Toolbar indeed does not install, even if I leave the checkbox checked. A similar approach can most likely be used to block most other kinds of piggybacking crapware. Edit number 1. Windows Explorer Quirk, access denied. Windows Explorer behaves a little strange if you try to open the folder. Even though you still have read access to the folder, Windows Explorer will tell you that access is denied, even though only write access has been denied. This doesn't happen if you simply only have been assigned read access in the first place, but it seems to happen when you have been assigned read/write permission to the folder and then been denied write access. Reverting permissions. The script has been updated to add a README text file and a script for removing the restriction again. Both are stored in the 32-bit program files folder.
Consider using this URL. Select all the apps you want it to install/update, and with a single click it'll install only those apps, without extra garbage like Ask Toolbar in Java. If a system already has the latest version of a given app, Ninite will skip that install. Also, you don't need to regenerate its package every time. The same exe will ensure that you always install the latest versions. Just tell your friends/family to run it once a month and it'll make sure they are always up to date. Update. Alternatively, if you install JRE from this URL, it does not come with Ask or McAfee toolbars. Not sure about auto update afterwards?
Another method is to prevent DNS resolution of the ask.com domain. I tested this by setting my network's DNS cache/resolver, unbound, to refuse queries for ask.com and then updating Java with the Ask Toolbar box checked. The result was no installation. This method has the drawback, if you consider it such, that the ask.com domain will be unavailable. But it has the bonus that ask.com infected systems may be discovered, as users may have search issues, allowing for disinfection to be undertaken. Another positive is that no changes are needed for each computer. The DNS solution works for all systems immediately and simultaneously. Note that other DNS caches must be blocked, which is quite typical in most controlled environments. The firewall prevents access via port 53 to outside DNS from all but the internal DNS cache/resolver.
If you want to support the chain, please consider subscribing.